Okay. Alright guys, sorry for the delay. I'm running on both Zoom and TikTok at the same time, so it's taking a little bit of extra setup. So how are you guys doing today? Hello from Vancouver, BC. Where are you guys from? So I see you guys on Zoom now. Welcome Dana, Dawn, Dorothy, Elizabeth, Esther, Freddie, Michael, and Rebecca, Rio, Robert, Sharon, Stephen, Thomas, Tom, Tony, Zachary. Welcome all. Hey Tom from Pasadena, California. How are you? Okay. How you all doing? Where the rest of you from? Hey Michael from Van Nuys, California. A lot of you from California. Welcome. By the way, I'm going to be heading down to California this month around the 21st. So if you guys want to meet up, San Diego, Tony from Long Beach, welcome. Don from Ohio, Robert from Missouri, welcome guys. Rebecca from San Diego. So I'm going to be in LA and San Diego around the 20th to the 24th this month. So if you want to meet up, go to the Discord and let me know where's everybody. I'll let you know where I am, so maybe you can come and meet me in California while I'm there. That's this month on the 20th. I'll put the details on Discord once you get on there. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about lots of different things. I think we've brought on a lot of new members and clients and customers over the last month. We had a lot of new people come in. So I think there's a lot of questions that you guys have about the products, about the technology, and about all the new things that we are working on. So why don't we just go ahead and I'll give you an update what's happening right now. So as you know, we have a sale that is going on until I think Friday. Is it until Friday? And you get the Qi Coil. For any set of Qi Coil, you get an extra power kit. So for every Qi Coil, you get an extra power kit. You know, sometimes when you're using a Qi Coil and you forgot to charge your regular power kit, this is the wireless one, and you sometimes forget to charge it, or you ran out of batteries when you took it outside, and then you want to keep using your coil, then if you have an extra one, then you don't have to worry about that. So that's going to be free. It's a $100 value with every Qi Coil purchase. So that's going to be only until Friday, I think, this week. Hey guys, welcome. Hey Sophia. What's up? Yeah, so Sophia, I'm going to have you come on a little bit later. Hey, Freddie Jackson from Chicago, welcome. From YouTube, Yavir Devant from Atlanta, welcome. And D. Colin from DC, Dorothy from Sacramento, Bradley from Las Vegas, Don from Ohio, so welcome all. So let me know where you guys are from, and I'm going to give you a shout out. By the way, I'm giving out a free gift on usetheqi.com. Check it out. Go check it out. I have my new book out that's ready for download, and we're gonna have a print version soon. Get the book, my book, Life of Qi. Have you guys seen it yet? So if you haven't, let me see. I'm gonna show you on my iPad here. Oops, my light went on. So it's called The Life of Qi. Which of you got my book already? Who's got my book? Raise your hand or say, I got it. So I've spent about 6 months writing that book, and now it's finally out. It's a pretty comprehensive book because it covers my healing story, a story of when I was a little kid, when I was a child, and how I literally activated my superpowers. My story was when I was 10 years old. I had a fatal accident, near fatal accident, and I fell 2 stories down, and I had a huge brain trauma from it. I was totally unconscious. They did surgery for hours, and I only had a 50% chance of survival. 50% chance of survival. And then, hey, Oof from San Jose, welcome. And the thing is, the surgeon said that even if I survive, I would have brain damage, and I would never be able to live a normal life. But luckily, if it's by the grace of God, or it was by luck, or it was by design, I survived. And after lots of tests and examinations, I had nothing wrong with my brain. Everything was doing well. But something very interesting and peculiar started to happen to me, because I started to feel and sense some kind of like force, or I don't know, I just had more intuition, and I had more sensitivity to things. I became more introverted. Like I remember my parents are telling me, before you had your accident, you were always outgoing and you were always like adventurous. But after your accident, you became more introverted. And I started to study music on my own. I started to teach myself piano when I was a kid. And then for some reason, I just became like more artistic, more creative, and more intuitive. And I felt some force. But at that time, I thought that that it was not real. It was something that I made up, or just had in my mind, some kind of fantasy or some kind of hallucination. But later on, I discovered that what I was experiencing was actually real, and I was experiencing a life force. I was experiencing Qi energy, and it was not until decades later that I discovered that this Qi energy is actually real, because now we can measure it, we can detect it with the devices, and we can show what it does to the human body very clearly, before and after, of what Qi energy can do. And from then on, later on in my life, I became chronically ill because of the stress and depression, and I failed miserably in my business, which totally screwed up my life at that time. And but it was actually a learning process, because from that time, I became very sick. I had a chronic disorder. I had ulcerative colitis, which is incurable. There's no cure for this. They only have medication, which doesn't work. They only have surgery options, which were obviously something I didn't want to do. And then I suffered from that for 10 years of my life. So who here has some kind of chronic issue that they had or still have, that they've been struggling with, they've been battling with, or or you just kind of gave up. You kind of just say, okay, this is how my life is. I've changed my life to kind of live with this thing. Who's been had that happen to them before? Hey Sharon, hey Elizabeth from San Diego, hey Sharon from San Diego County in California, welcome. Hey Sophia, yeah, but so you refused to give up. Awesome, yeah, that's right. So that's what I did. I refused to give up because I'm a guy that doesn't give up. Like, even though I failed so many times in business, I failed so many times in my personal life and career, I never gave up, and I kept searching for an answer, kept searching for solutions, and I was at the point in my life when I wanted to get into more meditation, when I wanted to expand and explore my spiritual side more. And at that time, I started experiencing or working with like meditation frequencies. And by the way, if you go to usetheqi.com, you're going to get a free meditation frequency. You can download it for free on my store. You just check out. You don't have to enter any payment information, just your email, and you can get the frequency for free on usetheqi.com that you see there. Okay, so started meditating with frequencies, and I started to like open up different parts of my consciousness and my mental state and my mind, and I started experiencing or started having more intense visualizations and having more intuition, and then just these things that are inexplicable started happening to me, and I started attracting more of the things and started being able to manifest the things I want in life. So I was just thinking about one thing, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, that would show up in my life, and then now it shows up even faster. It would show up like instantly sometimes, or even before I even think about them. But at that time, I started noticing that I started to manifest things a lot faster, which led me to experiment more with frequency technologies like the Qi coils, and I started to like develop my own technologies with frequencies such as Rife frequencies, RI, right, the royal frequencies. And what happens was I accidentally healed myself. So if you have anything, if you have some kind of chronic disorder, which I had ulcerative colitis, or called UC, IBS, right? Similar to Crohn's disease. But all these are incurable. There's no cure for it, and there's hundreds of thousands of people that have this problem throughout the world, probably millions of people, and they're suffering every day. I know you're out there. I suffered. I know exactly. I had a severe case. You had to basically, whenever you go out, if you leave your house, you have to plan ahead, because you might make sure there's a washroom somewhere nearby. So in case something happens, you have somewhere to go to the bathroom. Okay, so that's how bad it is. You have to go to the bathroom like 20 times a day, and it's debilitating me. And then because you're of this gut issue, it screws up with your brain, and you cannot focus. You have brain fog all the time. You only have maybe an hour or 2 hours of actual working productivity because you can't focus. You're tired. You have chronic fatigue, and you're always struggling, and you're always in pain. And because your energy level is so low that you're always irritable, you're tired, you don't have energy to give to other people. Who has experienced something like that before, or is experiencing that right now? Okay, is that you? Give me a shout out. By the way, put some hearts on the comments. I think that boosts the live stream or something. Yeah, I want to see some hearts. Give me some hearts in the comments. Okay, so what happens is, so literally I use this, and I actually heal myself using frequencies, and in 90 days I heal myself completely from ulcerative colitis, and ever since then it never came back. And then just recently, now it's summertime, so I'm going out more, and then I'm going to so we went to a coffee place, and we saw this really delicious, like frappuccino, kind of like a chocolate coffee, cold drink, like a slush. And then I said, hey, let's go get one. And then my wife was like, are you sure? Right? You know, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna drink it. And then so we got it. It tastes so delicious. And then I kind of had a flashback, and I remembered that there was no way I could even drink a sip of that before, and there's no way I could even, have even the tiny little sip of that before, because if I did, I would have to consider consequences, and I would have to literally like suffer for 2 weeks of having to go to the bathroom because of just one little sip. That's how bad it was. And I drank the whole thing without any issues, and it was delicious, and it was awesome. And then we also had fried chicken, which I never had before. Who likes fried chicken? Who likes to drink cold drinks or sweet drinks? Everybody does, right? So now, if you have UC, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. You have a very strict diet, okay? If you stray from that diet even just a bit, then you're gonna suffer for the next day, the next few days, a week, or even a month. And then you have to go through all the process of natural therapies and trying to get back to, a semi okay state. Hey Kathy, which frequencies do you suggest for acid reflux and noxious? Calming frequencies. Any kind of calming frequencies would work. But the thing is, if you use too much of the Qi coils, you start to get nauseous. So so you gotta be careful. So use the frequencies, but make sure that you're not getting noxious because you're using too much Qi coil. Okay, if you're using too much electromagnetic frequencies or even Qi energy, you're going to get noxious. So, but if I recommend it, use anything for calming. Just search for calm, or you search for relaxation or stuff like that. Yeah, so if you're using the resonant wand, then just use the same frequency. It's the same thing. You can use the Rife app. There's some calming frequencies on there, or you can even type in acid reflux. There might be something for that in the Rife app. Hey Sophia, so you said any music that allows you to be in the moment. Yeah, that's great. What was I going? What was I saying? So yeah, I'm just so happy that I could eat all the things that I want to eat without any side effects, without any suffering or any kind of things that normally people with digestive issues would have, and it's all gone 100%. So I'm just so glad that I found this technology, and now I'm able to share it with you, and I'm able to give you this opportunity to basically transform yourself as well. And literally, there's nothing out there that can do this. Like, I've tried everything. I know a lot of you probably tried everything too. You probably tried all sorts of different kind of medication, even naturopathic methods in acupuncture, acupressure, I don't know, like injections, like stem cells, and like expensive, not expensive. You probably tried all sorts of things. Hopefully, you didn't do any kind of surgery, because that's some things are irreversible if you do that. So I know a lot of you here have been here for some time, and you've been able to transform yourselves dramatically, right? So, I'm just so glad that you're here. I'm just so glad that I was able to help you in your life and help you, follow my footsteps and be able to just transform everything in life, get back to normal, right? Because a lot of us, basically, there's two types of people that join us. There's the people who are struggling. They are sick. They have disease. They have chronic pain. They have chronic issues that they want to get rid of. They have been suffering, and they want to get back to normal, right? They just want to stop suffering, get back to normal. So that's what we can do. We can help you to get back to that normal, okay? And then there's people who are already normal, or you're already even better than normal. You're great. You're healthy. You're successful. You're doing fine, but you just want to get the extra edge, and you want to maintain that success. You want to just maintain that health and abundance that you're in life. Well, what we do also is just that. Our technologies can help protect you from negative environments like EMFs, like 5G, from negative emotions, from negative frequencies that may come from other people, may come from places, may come from technology. We can help protect you and your family from negative frequencies. So those are the two types of people that we work with a lot. Simplicit, hey, do you have sample frequencies before I invest in the full coils? Yeah, go ahead. So go to usetheqi.com. Qi is spelled QI.com. You can go there. You can download a free frequency. There's 3 or 4 free frequencies throughout the site. It's like an Easter egg hunt. You can go through all the pages, and some pages will have some free stuff. Okay, and you can try it out before you decide to invest in the coils. You can go ahead and try out the free frequencies. Okay, and that's exactly how I started, right? So I just started with frequencies. I just started with meditation and listening to them, and then I experienced such a change and such a transformation just from listening to those frequencies that I say, wow, this stuff is real. Frequency is the future of healing. Frequency is the future of wellness and health. Because there's no pills, there's no surgery, there's no kind of injection or chemicals. There's no chemicals involved. It's just a sound. It's just a vibration. And that was just mind-blowing for me, because I knew that I was onto something, because I knew that because that energy I felt when I was younger, that like the force and the Qi energy that I felt, now I realized, well, this thing is actually real. It actually changes my body. It actually changes my thoughts. It even changes my manifestation ability. It changes my whole life. It changes everything. It changes the relationships. So because why does it work? Why do these frequencies work? Because Nikola Tesla said that we are all energy, frequency, and vibration. So if we are all that, all we have to do is just change our frequency, and then our whole life changes because all reality is just frequency, right? So Sophia, I'm gonna bring you on since I promised that I would do that. Let me see how to do that. I click on. How do I do that? Admin settings. How do I do that? Interact. Nope. How do I do that? How do I add you? Top 2 friends. How do I add? Can you tell me how I add somebody onto the TikTok? How do I do it? I forgot how to do this. Is there some button I click? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna add guests. So guests, and how do I do this? Add up to 2 guests. I think one of you has to do a guest request or something. Okay, here we go. Invite, and I'm gonna invite Sophia. Where's Sophia? I don't see you here. I think you gotta be friends first or something. Sophia, can you request an invite or something? There we go. Damichi. Okay, Damichi's here. I'm gonna. Hey, Damichi, do you know? Go to the bottom where it says co-host. I see host, yes, in the left. And then I'm looking for Sophia, but I can't find her. Maybe I have to be a friend. She has to friend me or something. Sophia, can you friend me, or maybe I gotta friend you? What's going on here? Hey, what's up, Kim? Welcome. Sophia, can you request to invite into here? I'm trying to do the co-host here, and then, well, you know what? I'm just gonna invite. While you figure that out, I'm gonna invite Kim. You want to come on for a second? Hey, Carol. Yeah, so we are on TikTok here, and you're gonna hear their voice, so, but you won't see their video. But like from now on, I'm actually gonna do more stuff on TikTok. So if you're here on Zoom, that's great. But I'm gonna be doing more stuff on TikTok, and there's gonna be more interaction there. But I'm still gonna do the webinars here. If you want to keep doing the webinars, I can do both at the same time. Okay, let me see. I gotta go to. Oh, here we go. Got it. All right, awesome. There you are. Hey, Sophia.
Hi.
Hey, let me turn up the volume.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we can hear you.
That's great. How are you guys tonight?
Fantastic. So
you asked. Where do you wanna start?
I don't know. We just met, so I just want to get to know you. And you reached out, and you said you were interested in the frequencies and what I'm doing. So what's up?
Well, yeah. I came, of course, stories as usual, healing and sickness, and I actually was at the doctor's today and had some Kenalog injections for my chin because, well, we got to think about medications we're taking and things we're taking because they can cause actual imbalances, right? Because we have our periodic table of elements, which is held together by magnetics, just like our solar system. They're actually mirrored images. And have you heard of the chakra system?
Oh, yeah.
The 7 chakras?
Oh, yeah.
So there's 7 main chakras along our astral body, right? And I don't know if you heard it. I'm sure you've heard of Nikola Tesla and the 369 being the vortex. Yeah. Well, you got to add 1 chakra for the physical plane.
Okay.
one chakra for the conscious plane, right? And then your heart's at the center, just like our sun, and there's 8 planets that orbit our sun.
Right.
So it's just the same. So it's showing balance. And just like our atoms on the outer ring, so on the inner ring, very inner ring, maximum is 2 electrons. After that, it's up to 8 electrons.
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of like it's kind of the same thing. And we have to remember, like right now I have magnets on my hands, right? And it's in the infinity symbol, right?
Yeah.
Energy can either be created or destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything is an exchange of energy, from the carbohydrates we eat, from them being broken down, changed into actually electricity it gets changed into what's called adenosine triphosphate when we eat it.
Okay.
By our system.
Yeah.
And one phosphate, when it's broken off, because of the electron jumping, so when we change it, our bodies change it into adenosine triphosphate, it's causing, I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we all are still learning, right? There's a lot to learn about energy and frequencies. But an electron is jumping from an inner ring to the outer, and then when we break it off, they jump back to an inner ring, which creates heat and electricity. And this, literally, our whole experience is based off biochemicals and electrical signals. So when we get sick, our biochemical electrical signals are actually off, right? So in my Reiki course, and this was just this is a 0 point energy pen. You've heard of your 0 point energy, I'm sure?
Yeah.
It's kind of like your neutron, right? It's like all your charge, it's kind of like a neutral space, but a more solid neutral space, because everything is charges. There's no good or bad in the neutral world. There's a negative charge or a positive charge. Okay. And then negative and positive, right? Magnets, negative, positive go together, right?
So tell us what your personal story is. Like, how did you get into this healing modality, and what's your story, and what kind of changes have you experienced?
I grew up in a very religious family. Was always kind of told what to be, how to act, and not to ask questions, right? We have to remember, like, we're all creators. And yeah, I had, people always wanting to put me down. I've been bullied. I was bullied in post-secondary. When we were online, and they were taking photos of me in the course and distributing them to other students with cruel sayings. And I ended up, I got attacked by a dog in 2019. I got divorced. Okay. I barely passed high school, and I had to upgrade in my 30s, and I turned 35 next week. And then actually I ended up, the doctors, I've always had issues with my chin, and I've been on birth control for a very long time. And then because of a lot of situations, there's a lot to cover, a lot of, just a cycle of abuse, honestly. And it's something we're all in right now. And we are the ones that have to choose to end that and change our energies. People might have troubles getting in right now, because right now there's a big, huge solar system, and the actual electromagnetic activity is at a KP5.
Wow.
So that means right now, and like it's
is that from the sun? Was that from the solar flares?
That's from this. There was a huge. Well, yeah, they start with like solar flares from our sunspots, right? And then it's the coronal mass ejections. So right now, for the next 2.5 years, we're at a very high chance of having another Carrington event. I don't know if you've heard about that. It happened in the
What's a Carrington?
I can't.
What's a Carrington event?
It was when a huge. It's when, so our sun is plasma, right? That's the 4th dimension as per NASA. I believe I have this correct. And so it's a bunch of, it has just, it's unipolar. It has positive and a negative charge all in one. It's like these magnets, unipolarized, right? There's a positive and negative charge. Okay. And every 11 years, those charges switch, and the solar activity from the sun and solar storms are a lot more. So coronal mass ejections is basically, I guess the best way the physics girl said it from, I watched her on Facebook, she's wonderful. Her name is literally the physics girl. Check her out.
Yeah.
Great information, very knowledgeable. Like, you'll get more solid information from her page. I'm still learning a lot about the magnetics and all that, because everything is magnetics. There is magnetic ley lines in the universe of how the electrons and neutrons and all those charges go. And if you break it down,
So
even
Sophia,
those molecules
were you always into these like the metaphysical things since you were young, or is it just something that you like, was there something that happened in your life that
I think
that changed that?
I've always been more emotionally connected, and I've always felt people more. I think almost dying a few times, like I took on 160-pound Saint Bernard.
Right.
Luckily, I had my Gore-Tex rain jacket on that day, and he like grabbed my arm from the side, like whole arm in the mouth. I blacked out, and I'm like, I think possibly a conclusion might be at that point, my frequency was able to raise high enough to bring my full consciousness in, to be able to be strong, like to survive that. I took on a dog that was bigger than me.
Yeah.
And I had a you can, if you can see the happy face laceration weird thing.
Oh, okay.
It's hard. Oh, there you go. That one right there.
I can barely see it, but
It's not.
yeah.
It's not huge, but it's like it was through
That's like-
a Gore-Tex jacket. But Jack doesn't. The jacket doesn't have a single hole. My whole arm was bruised, and it had like bruises front and back, and it was the laceration was actually you could see the muscle.
Ouch.
And I like, so he came from the side, and I fell, and I woke up when I was kicking him in the head.
Right.
Like it was the best spot, because it kind of, my foot landed in the back of his mouth, jaw open. It was the best result for both of us.
Okay.
It resulted in the least amount of injury, you know what I mean? Well, because like just the angle, like it was kind of like we made a triangle, right? Which is truthfully, well, that's the triangle. A triangle is what the flower of life is.
Right. So what has can I ask you this? What has frequencies done in your life?
Well, it's changed you literally begin to change your thoughts first, because to bring balance to your biochemicals, the world can be burning around you, and you can go, well, energy is neither created nor destroyed. This physical body, yes, it goes back to the earth, but my theory is possibly, I'm about 90% sure that we're a biochemical electromagnetic plasmic ether. You know, our universe is actually in balance right now. We are expanding exponentially faster than we should be, due to the fact that there's more dark energy than dark matter. Neither is bad or good. Dark energy is more kind of like anti-gravity, you know? It's like needing that space to meditate, and that time for your system to have rest. It's for your actual biological system to be what's called it's parasympathetic division.
Right.
So you're actually getting blood flow to your digestive system. So IBS is actually a lot of our, actually, when I was at the doctor's today, I was speaking with her, I said a lot of 100% of the time our sicknesses begin in our mind, and they agree. And we have to begin to change how we speak and realize, and like begin to flow with the universe. The magnetics, when you're using them, I would recommend making sure you flow them, right? Because the figure 8, right? The infinite symbol.
Have you tried my
energy,
frequencies yet? Have you tried my frequencies yet?
I have not, but I have I'm gonna try them. I have crystal bowls. Right now so far I have the heart and solar plexus and third eye.
Yeah, crystal bowls are great, but you're gonna try my frequencies. It's gonna be completely different than everything.
I live with magnets on my hands 90% of the time, and I love to meditate and listen to music with my eyes closed, because you can actually see color.
Yeah.
When your eyes are closed, and feel it, and
okay, you gotta try set Qi Coils too. It uses magnetic waves that have a frequency, because those magnets are good, but they don't have a frequency. They only have a polarity. So what we do with these is we actually create an electromagnetic field.
But we have who is the frequency? I have Once you train your brain, you know how we were talking about getting your brain waves up to gamma, right?
Okay.
Which would actually be highly beneficial because that's what they use to treat cancers. They use radiation, right, to treat cancers and other illnesses. However, they're blasting us with far too much. So when we can get our own systems into a healthy gamma radiation and using a molecular version that's healthier, because the ones they're using are very unstable.
Yeah.
You know, we have our periodic table of elements, which are stable and cannot go under nuclear decay. And then we have isotopes. So there's more elements on top of those that are derivatives. We need, like, for example, when we are alive, we have more carbon-14 in our bones than carbon-12. When we die, and carbon-14 is an imbalanced version of carbon-12. Now, they're stable. Now, don't quote me on everything, but I do believe there is stable isotopes and unstable isotopes. So there's some that can undergo nuclear. Sorry, I don't want to say radioactive because I'm still. There's a lot of words, and you have to make sure. I mean, the words came after the frequencies, vibrations, and energies. So sometimes we just have to feel. And question why and experience life, and rather than run away from the moment, be in it.
Awesome.
You know, sometimes it's
So
not
Sophia,
just about the science,
so if somebody wants to learn more from you and to follow you, how can they contact you?
They can contact me. They can find me on Facebook, same Sophia Gabi, which I changed my name. Well, I'm changing. I haven't fully legally changed it. That costs money currently, and well, money is a little hard for everybody. Remember, people, physical money is not actually worth anything. It's only worth something because we made it worth something. What's actually of value is the service you're receiving from the person. It's us. We are of the thing of value. We have to end the cycle of power over and begin the cycle of power with. We have to start listening to each other. We can heal. We are electromagnetic. We give off radiation.
Yeah, totally.
You know, we are beautiful. It's time to bring the consciously physical experience.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sophia. I'm gonna. We gotta talk more after this. But I have some other things I got to share on today's live.
When we can. So I apparently sent too many messages, and I have to take a break as per TikTok. It's kind of funny because I bombed a bunch of people with my frequency video of that my drawing that I made, and so when I do that, why don't I? Are you in Canada or no?
Yeah, Canada. Where are you?
Okay. Yeah. I'll pass you my cell phone number. How does that sound?
Sure. Yeah. Send me a message. We'll get in touch.
If you're okay with that, yeah. Yeah, so I'll message you that once I'm allowed to message again on TikTok.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna go rest. It was lovely talking with you, and keep up the amazing work.
Okay, you too.
Keep it going.
All right. Awesome.
Actually, you know what? I'll stick around and listen. I'm gonna go back out, and then I'll come back in because I think it'll make it easier for all of us.
Okay. All right. That's Sophia, and we just met. So looks like there's a lot that we have in common. So if you want to get a hold of her and you want to connect with her, she's on TikTok here. You can see her in the comments here. All right. So what else is happening? So like I said, I just wrote a book. It's called The Life of Qi. If you go to my website, you're gonna find it. Let's see if I can show you on this pad. It's out of batteries, but now it's charged a little. So in the book, it's like 200 pages. It's a lot of stuff. And I go over all the scientific research that I have uncovered. Actually, not even all of it. I don't have enough time or space. It would be like a 500-page book if I put in everything. But I put in just the best of the best research that I've discovered about Qi energy. Because Qi energy is measurable. And there's a lot of scientists throughout history and from different countries and different times have measured and done a lot of experiments, Life of Qi book, on Qi. And they, not all of them call them Qi. Some of them call them mana or prana. They would call it torsion waves, or they can call it OD. So there's many different things that they call it, but they're basically observing the same thing. So if you go to this link again called usetheqi.com, you're gonna be able to get this book. So right now, so it's an ebook. Let me see there. And once you download, you get the PDF, you get the Kindle book, you get the Kobo books, all the formats for any kind of book reader is included, as well as the MP3. So you get the audiobook as well. The audiobook is actually it's $7. I didn't say it's free. You get a free gift when you go to usetheqi.com. That's the free frequency. The book is $7, and it's right now, because of the launch, it's only $7. Otherwise, it'll usually be like about $17 for the book. Okay, so it comes with the 4 free frequencies that come with it. So it has the luck boost frequency, has the remove negative energy frequency, has the spiritual awakening frequency, as well as sound of the sun frequency. So that's all included. Free frequency bonuses, 4 powerful frequencies, plus the MP3 audiobook is 6 hours. So if you don't like reading books, but you don't mind listening to something, then it comes with that. So all that's only $7. So get it now before we might increase the price. Okay? So you're going to learn everything about my story of how I healed myself from an incurable disease. You're going to hear about how I started discovering and developing these technologies. And also what I envision for the future, what I envision to happen with new healing modalities and new technologies that's going to help people transform themselves. I know a lot of you have tried out my stuff. If you haven't, so the progression is basically like this, right? Most people will go to my website, they go to usetheqi.com, they'll download that free frequency, the spiritual awakening frequency, for free. They'll meditate with it, and then they're gonna feel like something opening up in their higher chakras, like their crown chakra or their pituitary chakra, or their will feel like it's opening up. It's feel like you'll feel like everything's brighter. You feel like you have this like vibration, like it's a higher vibration. For me, because I'm a musician, maybe because I have a sensitive hearing, whenever I get into those states of mind, I can hear a higher pitch. It's not like a ringing in the ears. It's more like a high pitched buzzing, or high pitched like wind sound in my ear whenever I get into those higher frequencies. Who experienced that before? You know, when you get into those really expanded states of mind, the pitch that you hear in your ears actually goes up a few tones. Who's noticed that? Anybody? So anyway, that happened to me, and that's like the first level. And what people do after that is, well, this stuff's real, and they start to like invest in some other frequencies. Maybe they buy the luck and fortune frequency, which is pretty good, or they get the wellness collection, so they start buying other frequencies. And then what's going to happen next is people will start getting the Qi Coil. Maybe they'll get Qi Coil 3S, or they'll get one of the entry-level models like the Qi Coil Minis, and then they'll use that for a week or a month or a couple months, and then they say, holy cow, my life's completely transformed. I feel so much energy. I feel like my mind's so focused. I have no more depression. I have no more anxiety. I can sleep like a baby. And I just feel so positive, and I feel so much energy, and I'm just so much productive, and I'm able to attract good things into my life. And then they start to see such a huge transformation that they just want more, right? So they buy more frequencies. They might join my inner circle, or and then they even enhance everything that we just talked about with my new basically the new AI software. It's called Qi Energy AI. I know some of you are on it right now, and then we're actually going to be doing another launch for it, because we just enhanced the frequencies on it. So if you haven't heard of it, let me show you quickly what Qi Energy AI is. Okay, Qi Energy AI. Okay, who's here on Qi Energy AI? I know which one of you are, but you can raise your hand so everybody knows who is on Qi Energy AI. Who is? Scott, I know you are. Tony, I know you are. You guys. Okay, so it's right here. It's called Qi Energy AI. And what it is you can send and receive healing and protection. So it's a technology that I've developed using quantum entanglement. And what we do is we actually use an algorithm that we've developed that can convert the frequencies digitally and send it to your phone or send it to your address. I know it sounds bizarre. I know it sounds like it's scientifically impossible, but just go there. There's a demo link. Okay? If you go to the mobile, just click on the lines here, and you see this here, and go to free demo. Where you can see it. Free demo, that yellow link there. You see that yellow link? It shouldn't be yellow. It should be blue so people can see it. Mike, can you get that fixed? So you click on free demo, and then it's gonna send you to a page that is gonna generate Qi energy. Okay, so that's the page. So just stay on that page, and that page will broadcast energy. Holy cow! I just felt my leg heating up right now. So go to that page, okay? Trust me, and you'll feel it. Okay, 80% of the people will feel it, like pretty much in the first 10 minutes or so. And then the 20% of them will take them maybe 60 minutes or longer to feel it. But everybody's going to feel it. Go to that page, go to Qi Energy AI, go to the free demo, and then see if you can feel the energy. And then I don't need to even convince you or anything. You're going to convince yourself because you're going to say, wow, I feel the energy coming through this webpage. So what we do is if you feel it, then that means you're qualified to become a member. And now you can activate more different kind of energy because that's only one energy that you can try on that demo page. We have 10 different kinds of energy signatures. Okay, so we have quantum brain for brain longevity. We have quantum meditation. We have quantum recovery for blood circulation and to assist your body's healing, which I think everybody needs. I use it all the time. We have quantum mental energy. We have quantum body energy. We have quantum dream. We have quantum, what else? Quantum calm, which is really good. It helps with just calming down and get rid of anxiety. And it helps with sleep. It's just amazing. And also it actually helps with pain management. Like some people who have pain and they can't figure out where it's coming from and why they're having the pain. Sometimes it's actually from the mind, just as Sophia said, right? So what we have is quantum calm and quantum mind, and it actually helps you manage the pain. And then we have quantum abundance, which is awesome. I use it all the time. It just makes you feel so good and just so positive and so abundant. And you just and it starts attracting things to you. And then there's quantum motivation. It's quantum motivation. So you feel like you're procrastinating. There's things that you want to do, but you never get around to do them. Like you know in your mind, oh, I really want to do this, but your body's like dragging you behind. And your body's like a dead weight and you can't pull it to get it. Hey Scott, do you want to come on and talk about Qi Energy AI for a second? I know you really like it. So request an invite and I'll add you, Scott. Yeah, so you have 10 energy signatures that you can experience. It's a 60-day guarantee. I'm so confident that it's going to completely transform your life, okay? That it's a 60-day money-back guarantee. And then if you just go to the demo, you're just going to experience it and feel for yourself. There's like, this thing is real. And it's going to blow your mind away because you're going to say, what? How are you doing this, David? Like, how are you sending this energy through this webpage? How are you sending energy to this phone? It doesn't make any sense. It's scientifically impossible. But I can feel it. It's so strong. And you say, what? How's this happening? It's sending through here. It doesn't make any scientific sense. And well, there is science behind it. It's called quantum entanglement. But just very few people figure out actually how to do it and how to do it effectively. See, a lot of people say, yeah, quantum entanglement, we're going to send you energy, but it's mixed. It's got mixed results. Some people can feel it, and most people can't, and some people can feel it sometimes and not all the time. But not unlike ours, which is you can just go to the webpage and you can freaking feel it. Okay, so Scott, how do you come on? I think you got to do the host. request to be to join the thing here. Where how do I add you? Um, you gotta do an invite, Scott. At moderator. How does this work? I gotta figure this out. But somebody came in. Dementia, you're here, right? Why don't you request for an invite? Okay, guest invite. There we go. Okay, I see Scott. There we go. There we go. I got you. Let's bring Demetri on too. All right, so both of you are invited on. Hey, I see you here. What's up?
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah, I see your icon. I don't see your
There we
Okay.
go. Right.
What's up, guys? So both of you are
Okay.
on Qi Energy AI. I just want to hear how's it been going for you.
Yeah, man, it's been massive. Like, I've been using it for study. I've been using it for sleep, and balancing my because I've got a lot of air energies in my mind, and so I've got a lot of thoughts all the time. I can't get grounded, and with the calm quantum frequency, it's been really good for like finishing the gym and then getting straight into study.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I'm winding down from my workout, I'll change that back to calm. I'll probably have it on high, so then I can just get my books out and my laptop, and I've been able to do a lot more work, but I'm also finding that I'm taking on a lot more than what I can handle, so I've had to dip back a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, but like every week, I'm getting a massive change in my qigong. I'm between different stages. I used to go for probably 5 to 15 minutes, whereas I reach the same energies and feelings and intentions within like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference. You can do more.
Yeah.
And achieve more using these frequencies.
Right.
Yeah.
What the first time that you used it, what did you notice? What did you experience? Like the first time you tried it?
Well, I sat down in my lazy boy recliner chair. I sat my phone on my lap, and I just stayed quiet for a while, and then I started to get some wave feelings, and then I could see in the plasma field like rings of energy pulsating.
Okay.
Through like my room and going through the wall and stuff. And because I do a bit of practice of with like watching the energy between the plasma field, like early in the morning or late at night, and like it helps me to see energy better. And so, and I saw that massively.
Wow.
And then about half an hour later, I had I couldn't resist the urge to go to the gym, and I lifted a lot heavier than I normally do, and I didn't feel any pain. Like it felt good, and ever since then I've been having insane results that I had in my early 20s, and it's only early days still. Like just like maybe a month into it.
Wow.
Maybe not even.
Right.
And so,
yeah,
massive, guys. You got to check it out.
Yeah, you just get so much energy. You like can't sit still. You gotta go do something, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And in meditation, like, these ideas are coming, man. Like, and like, I just don't have enough time to fulfill all these crazy ideas I had as a kid, and now I'm doing them, and like things are starting to come together. I'm getting hit up by a lot of different people,
Mm-hmm.
talking about like what's it called? Like they subscribe to you, promote you, and stuff like that, and like fitness supplement people have been sending me some messages.
Okay.
And I'm only really getting started again. I'm considering about competing and stuff in amateur bodybuilding or something.
Really?
And
Wow.
really getting into it.
You can do it. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's great.
I was just about to say, like, I realised for my higher goals, I need a lot more money, and then it takes time to develop as an affiliate. And so I got the job. Like, I just went for it, and it's perfect for me. It pays really well.
That's good.
And that's going to help me to invest in more of your equipment. So hopefully I can get into inner circle business with you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dementia here is she's an affiliate. She's doing quite well. You maybe can get some tips from her as well. She's got a TikTok channel. I see
Awesome.
you're building it. But just keep going. Just keep testing different things, and just keep doing more lives. Just keep telling your message, telling your story, and then people will follow and people will respond. So Dimitri's done that, and she's doing quite well with her affiliate program. I mean, with our with her affiliate thing that she's doing with us. So Dimitri, you here? Hello. I can see your icon, but then I can't hear you. Okay. All right, Scott. We'll talk later. Okay.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Bye bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, and Dimitri, I can see you, but I can't hear you. Maybe you can rejoin. So Tony says wants to know, can I use GPS in coordinates instead of the an address using Qi Energy AI? That's a good question. You know what? Why don't you test it out? Because you probably felt it already with the address. So type in a GPS coordinate and see if that works. So type in the coordinate of your home. But you gotta be very precise, like which coordinate that is, because like when you put in an address, it knows like where it starts and where it stops, right? But if you put in a coordinate, the AI won't know like where it starts and where it stops. But you can definitely test it out. Type in a coordinate and see if you can feel the energy the same way that you do with the address, and you know. But we know the address works. We just haven't tested the GPS coordinates. Okay. Tony says the first time I set Qi Energy AI on the ultra setting, I got tingly and jumpy and had to turn it off. Yeah, some people do that. So I know some people like Tony is more sensitive, like more energetically sensitive, just like myself. Like if I turn on an ultra level, because on Qi Energy AI you have 4 levels, right? The low, medium, high, and ultra. So when I turn to ultra, I can't leave it on for more than maybe a minute, maybe 5 minutes, depending on the signature. Like sometimes it can't be more than a minute. Otherwise, I get super charged and I get jumpy and it's just too much. So that's how powerful we made them. If people need it at that level, okay. Whereas like some other people would like not even come close to how much energy we can send with our technology. Whereas we are trying to tone down our technology so that it won't be too strong for people. Okay, so that's the difference between our technology and many other people's. Carol says, is there an email or someone that can help direct us to the right frequencies to use? I have several and have paid for additional ones, but I want to know I am optimizing. Yeah, so you can just email our support. Just email support@qilifestore.com. If you need some kind of consultation, we have free consultation. Just click the book consultation link on our website. You can go to usetheqi.com also to book a free consultation if you need. So you can find out more information there, Carol. Don is asking, how long a day can one use Qi Coils? You can use Qi Coils. You can use Qi Coils as long as you want. So just think of it as dosage, right? So if you are going to turn it up to the maximum and you're gonna play at the maximum power, then that would be like a high dose. But if you down the volume, so that would be a low dose. So let's say that you need a certain amount of dosage in a day to get enough. Well, if you turn it up to max, then you just basically play it for less time to get the same amount of dose as if you had it on a low setting and play it for a long time. So how long should you play it, or should you play it? So you just need to just try it out and just test it out for yourself. If you turn it up to maximum, how long does it take until your body feels like, okay, I've had enough and I don't need any more? So that's how much you need. So, if that means to keep it on all day, then just keep it on all day. And remember, you can always get the we have a new high power kit, right? It looks like actually I don't have it here. Okay, it looks a little bit like this. This is not it, but it looks kind of like this. So we have a new gold. It's called a resonant power system, and it gives 11 times the power than our mobile wireless ones. So these are good for mobile because they're light and small and easy to carry, and they last a few hours. But you don't need something mobile. You can get our resonant power kit, which is 11 times stronger than these ones. So if you want something that's going to increase like the field and the dosage, then you can get one of those. Carol, I've been studying to learn a complicated skill for several years. I want to excel in it and just need to get an edge at the frequencies. Yeah, so we get the brain frequencies that we have. Any kind of brain or learning or brain optimization frequencies will help you with any kind of learning. Okay? Is this actually live from YouTube? Yes, this is actually live. Welcome. Right now it is, time is it? 7:06 p.m. PST on I don't even remember date. Today's July 7th, okay? July 7th, 2022. Okay. I love my hotspot Qi Coil says, I love my Qi Coil, the best purchase I've made. I feel isolated expansions and occasional gentle twitching in my body. When my dog is next to me, I can feel it coming from her as well when I use Regenerate. Great. How can we help our animals with this? You can help animals with this the same way you can help humans with it. It's basically the same thing. We all have chakras. Animals have chakras. Animals have cells and electromagnetic fields, and they're all mammals, even plants, respond very well to our frequencies that from our devices. So I'll tell you what happened with my pets. Like, for example, sometimes they hurt their knee and they kind of start limping around. If they have some knee problems, like a lot of the smaller pets have knee problems or back pain or back problems. So we use the Qi Coil, and they recover a lot faster than without them, and then they can sleep and they don't like they just feel a lot better. It helps them with the pain management. So instead of like getting antibiotics, and right now all the veterinarians are so expensive just to see them, and they prescribe you all this medicine that you don't need, or they basically you need x-rays for everything, and they just recommend surgery for everything. And because they say the pet's so small, a lot of times that they can't really do much other than give them painkillers, right? So now with Qi Coils, one of the main benefits I think for pets is in pain management and in longevity too. So they get to feel more energy, just like humans, just like me. Like, for example, I feel more energy. A lot of our customers feel more energy. They feel like they're like 20 years younger. They have the energy of a 20-year-old. They have like the brain is so much clearer, and like the skin becomes better. It becomes more glowing and becomes younger looking. They even lose weight. They even be able to quit smoking and things like that. So a lot of things like that happen. So the same thing will happen with the pets. Same thing. Carol says, I also have water restructuring. Can you explain a bit about that one? Water restructuring. Well, like all our frequencies have it's based on geometry. So a lot of frequencies are based on numbers and geometry. And whenever water actually is a crystal, right? Because if it's frozen, obviously it becomes a solid. But even as a liquid, it has properties of a crystal. So what happens is when you flow the electromagnetic field or what frequency through the water, now the water actually starts absorbing that frequency and resonating with that frequency that you projected to it with the coil, right? People do that with meditation in their minds, but now you can do it just with the coil, less effort, right? So that's what you can do, and you can restructure water. You can drink the water. You can use it to water plants or give it to your pets, and now they're absorbing that frequency through the water. That's how it works. Don says, how were you able to figure out the frequencies and match them to their purpose? That's a long answer to that, but basically we have very unique techniques that we developed over the last 20 years, and we based it off of many different techniques. So, I mean, one of our more advanced techniques is we actually take the molecular structure of a compound, right? So let's say it's vitamin C, okay? Well, vitamin C, we know the chemical composition. We know like the structure of it. So what we do is we base the frequency on the geometries of that molecule, and then we create the frequency. Okay, that's that long story short. How does Qi Energy AI work? So we talk about two main things today. It is the Qi Coil, which uses magnetic energy, electromagnetic energy, so it creates an energy field, just like how you charge your cell phone on a wireless charger. This is like the wireless charger for your brain, wireless charger for your body. It charges all your cells. You don't need to hook up a wire to your body. It's wireless. Just like if you put a cell phone on a charger, you don't need to connect anything. It's wireless. It uses wireless induction, electromagnetic field to charge your body. So that's what this does. And you can measure with an electromagnetic meter. And that's one kind of technology. Qi Energy AI uses subtle energy or quantum energy, and it's not electromagnetic. It uses quantum entanglement. So I just made a video on that. That's going to be up soon, so just watch out for it. But the short explanation for it is we basically are able to connect two things that are separated from long distances, and then make them connected through a very mysterious communication channel. Okay? And once they're in communication, they're going to be in sync. So when we play that calm frequency, we can sync it or synchronize it with your phone device, or we can synchronize it with your physical address or location, so that now your phone becomes as if it was that frequency. Or your address becomes, your place that you live becomes as if it was the same as the frequency. It become one thing. That's what quantum entanglement is. So we figured out how to do that. And to do that, we don't need any device. You don't need any device other than the device that you are watching this on. It could be your computer, it could be your phone. Or you don't need a device. You just send it to an address, and that's all you need. So if you just go to Qi Energy AI, there's a video on there that explains it in more depth. It is quite advanced technology. There's really nobody else that's doing this right now. We're probably about 20, 30 years ahead of everybody else. So a lot of conventional people would say, oh, this is scientifically impossible. Yeah, that was the same thing they said with electric cars. Same thing they said with cell phones, like let's say 100 years ago. They say, that's scientifically impossible. Well, it's possible now because we figured out how to do it. So there's people who say, this is scientifically impossible. Like today they say that, but hey, look, it's working. Just look at it, it's working. So there's a saying that goes, the people who say it can't be done shouldn't interrupt those who are doing it. You guys heard that before? People who say it can't be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Okay, I love that saying because I love I love it when somebody says it's impossible. It's impossible. What you're doing is like scientifically impossible, and I show them and I do it, and they're just like mind blown, or either they're in denial that happened, or they're just like completely flabbergasted. So I love doing that. Lots of questions here. So put the coils next to a bottle of water. Yes, that's what you do. Quantum mathematics. Yes. Tony says I use GPS coordinates and the Qi Energy AI webpage made the new location. Okay, good. Yeah, try that out. Do you have the coils to use the AI? Okay, so you don't need the coils to use the AI. It's like another layer of Qi energy. See, there's different layers of Qi energy. So Qi coils is one of them. Electromagnetic, that's one layer. Another layer is the sound frequencies. And you know what? You can actually use Qi coils and the sound together. You just need this splitter. I think it comes with most of the systems. So instead of connecting two coils, just use one coil, and then use the other one and connect it to your headphones, or but you need to be a wired headphone. You can't be a wireless headphone. You don't want to be using wireless headphones anyway. You don't want that Bluetooth frequency to be near your brain. So use the headphones, plug into one output, put the other output to the coil, so you can now listen to it and also get the electromagnetic field. So that's two layers. Now another layer is the subtle energy, which is which can be operated on top of all of that. So yeah, you don't you can use them all separately. You can just use just the sound. You can use just the coil, or you can use just Qi Energy AI. But why not stack all that technology together? Save time, right? And you're gonna get way more results by if you combine all those things together. It's just going to like completely blow you away. So do you need the Qi coils to use Qi Energy AI? Probably not. But I use them at the same time. No frequency and vibration. Okay, what about bad EMF coming from the screen? So the thing is, a lot of people says, what about bad EMFs, right? How cell phone has bad EMFs, Wi-Fi is bad EMF, the LCD screens we're looking at from your iPad, your phone, your computer screens, they're all bad EMFs. Even these lights have bad EMFs. Yeah, they are bad EMF, but there's no way to block it. So what we've done is we actually reharmonize it. When you use the Qi Energy AI, it will actually transform and basically retune all those bad EMFs. Actually, it will kind of like transform them into good EMFs. So now you don't have to worry about the bad EMFs anymore. Okay? Where's the end user energy source? Where's the end user energy source? Okay, so so subtle energy does not work like conventional energy. Okay, the source is the universal field, is the 0 point field. That is the source. Okay, so it's not something you plug into the wall, or you need batteries to operate, or it needs to come from some kind of source. The universal field is the source. So it's everywhere, it's all over the place, and it's infinite. It's been infinitely in the past, infinitely in the future. Okay, I know it's a huge kind of like metaphysical explanation, but that's how we do it. The source is everywhere already. So we will actually tap into that source right now, and then use that source and direct it to your phone and to an address. So there is no local source of energy. The source is everywhere. Understand? That's me trying to explain quantum mechanics to you in just one sentence. You too. Tony Stewart wants to ask, is quantum AI scalar frequency? You can call it scalar frequency, but scalar frequency is not necessarily what it is. It can work similar to scalar energy, but it's more like subtle energy. That's what it is. Okay, so scalar energy is a little bit different, but you can kind of put them in the same category if you want. So does that answer your question? But we can call it anything you want. You can call it Qi energy, scalar energy, like Qi or prana, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you call it. basically just go to the website, try out the demo, and you'll feel it. Okay, you'll feel it and you'll know that it works. That's the important part. It doesn't really matter what you call it. So can you tell if a frequency is good or bad by the source? I don't understand the question. The earth, you're getting, okay, using the ground. Okay, the energy is not coming from earth. The energy is not coming from the ground. The energy is coming from the universal field, okay, which includes the earth, includes the ground, and includes everything in existence. Good and bad. How can you tell whether a bad EMF or whether it's a good or a bad EMF? You can only tell by how how the human body reacts to it. Okay, unless you know the specific frequencies and the gigahertz band range or something like that, that's beneficial for the body, and that EMF is good. So there's a list like the Rife frequencies. We know that those are good for the body. For example, we know that 10 hertz is good because that's a frequency of water. We know that 7.83 hertz is good because that's a frequency of the mountains and of Earth. We know that the frequency 40 is good, and we know that the frequency, so we know some frequencies are good. So you create an electromagnetic field using those frequencies. They've been proven to benefit the body. Okay, so we have a list of those. We have right frequencies, so we have 10,000 of those frequencies that have proven. But what about all these 5G frequencies, 4G? Well, 5G means it's 5 million. So it's 5 million hertz. And that's knocking on your cells and knocking on your brain 5 million times a second. And we know that it's not healthy because we can show that it destroys cells and it causes disease. So how do you know whether something's bad or good? Either go by, number one, see if there's a list of frequencies that you can check to see if it's good. Number two, check your own body, get the research. Or number three, just use your intuition. You would know if you start feeling headaches or you start feeling like it's like making you feel sick, like in the bad way, then you know it's not good. If you start giving you more energy, it's activating your chakras and you feel great and your brain is working better, then it's a good one. So okay, so there's different ways to know whether the EMF is bad or good. Can I measure, like for example, like when I use the cell phone and put it against my ear and then talk with it like that, my head starts to heat up. I get this brain fog. Is like the brain starts to go numb, and then I start getting these like really intense headaches. So how do I know that EMF is bad? Because I felt bad after using it. Okay, so that's how you tell. All right, hey guys, so I'm going back to TikTok. So I want to see some hearts. Show me some hearts in my feed, so I know that you're listening. Can I measure the energy using Qi Energy AI? You can't really measure it. You can measure the effects of it, but it's not really something you can directly measure because we're not using electromagnetic energy. Remember, we're not using the same energy as Qi Coils, which you can measure with a device. Subtle energy cannot. We haven't really discovered anything that can measure subtle energy. If it does exist, it'll cost millions of dollars. So it probably can't access it, even if it does exist. So how you can measure it is by the effect it has on the human body. So you can tell how long does it take for your HRV to be to increase. So we have a new device coming up. It's an HRV device. So you clip it to your finger. You can measure your heart rate variability, and you will be able to tell how well our technologies are working, or any technology for that matter. So you just clip it on, and it's going to measure your HRV. So basically, the higher your HRV, then the more resilient you are to stress, and probably the more calm and the more relaxed and the more healthy you are. And you can see the change because we already done tests with this device. It's coming out soon. And we can see it going up about 5 to 10 points after about 30 minutes of using the coils. And then also does the same thing when you do listen to the frequencies. So for those people who don't know whether they feel better or not, just get this device, and then what's going to happen is you can just see and measure it to see the improvement within 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You can see the improvement visually when you use our Qi Coils or when you use our Qi Energy AI. So who likes the idea of that? So that's going to be available soon. And it'll work really well with clients too. So let's say you got customers and you got clients and they say, well, I don't know if this is working for me. I don't feel anything, right? But you know it's working and you know it's working for them. But they say, oh, I don't know what it's working on. So just clip this thing onto them, let them take a snapshot, check their HRV meter, HRV. Then use the Qi Coils, then check it again in 15 minutes or check it again in 20 or 30 minutes. Then they can see a visual difference. Let's say, oh, I was here before and now my HRV is this much higher, right? My heart rate was like this and then now my heart rate is a little bit lower. So you can see, and they will say, whoa, this stuff works because you show them with the measurements. So that's going to be available soon. And that's going to be really helpful for people who are affiliates who want to show their friends and things like that, right? Some people who aren't energetically sensitive. So a lot of people don't have that mind-body connection, right? Even in their pain, they won't feel it. Or they've learned how to, or their mind has learned how to mask the pain and live with the pain so that when there's the changes, they don't notice it either because they severed that mind-body connection in their life. And that happens to a lot of people when they go through a lot of pain. They sever that mind-body connection, so that what's happening is that they sever it, and then now they don't know whether something's good for them or not, because they don't have that connection with their mind and body. So that's what for those people, they need those results. They need to see the results. Let's see. I'm going to take a photo of these results that one of our test subjects. Okay. Focus. There we go. Okay, gallery. How come? Okay. See if you can see these test results. So we were doing some tests with our HRV meter. I know it's backwards. Can you see this? Okay. So the HRV meter measures 4 things. It measures O2, which is your oxygen level. PR, which is, I forgot what it is. PI means perfusion index, and PR is perfusion rate, and then pulse rate. PR is pulse rate, and HRV is heart rate variability. So I'm just going to read out the numbers. So for example, after working for 30 minutes, I went from HRV from a, okay, so while working, last one out, right? You went from a 17, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, so his HRV in 30 minutes went from a 17, no, you mixed it up. The lines are mixed up. Marvin, you gotta fix this. So the Qi Coil went from 17 to 19. Okay, it may not seem like much, but every little point is actually a huge difference. Perfusion index went from a 6.9 to 2.6. So that's a huge difference. 6.9 to 2.6. Okay. You gotta give me a better chart. This chart is too confusing for me to read. You got the Q and the X all mixed up. Okay, but anyway, you can. But generally speaking, the points HRV would go up. Let's say it went up about 10 points, anywhere from 2 to 10 points every time that they tested it using the Qi Coils. So every little 1 point in HRV is huge. And that's not by taking any drugs, not by taking any pill or doing anything, not even by meditating and not even by doing anything, just using the Qi Coils. Okay, so can you tell me the website again, please? It's right here. Usetheqi.com. Use the Qi. Qi is spelled QI. Usetheqi.com. All right. Okay, so I just got a few minutes left, and then we're going to wrap it up. So, as a summary, so we talked about a few things. We talked about my book, which is lifeofqi.com. If you learn more about Qi energy, learn more about the science behind all of it. Like, you're probably wondering, is Qi real? Is this guy talking about science, or is this some kind of pseudoscience? Is this some kind of like, what do you call it? Snake oil? Is this just like imagination or some kind of mind trick or hypnosis? It's not. Well, read the book, Life of Qi. I'm going to show you all the scientific experiments done that show you irrefutably the existence of Qi and how it affects you and how it affects everybody on the planet. And the technology and how and what we based our technology on. Okay, so Life of Qi, you can go to this link to get the book, a $7 book. Comes with the audio book for free, which is a 6-hour long audio book. Okay. Secondly, Qi coils. Right now they're on sale for next couple of days. You get an extra power kit to go with it, which is a $99 value for free. Any Qi coil that you purchase, you can get that until Friday only. So today's Thursday, so you got one more day to claim that sale. And these are using sound and magnetic waves to transform your mind and body. This is our best-selling product, and we've been able to change lots of people's lives, thousands of people's lives because of this. Thirdly, Qi Energy AI. If you go to Qi Energy AI, you can also see the link on. So all these things are accessible on this link. Use the Qi.com. On that link, use the Qi.com. You're gonna see Qi Energy AI, discover Qi Energy AI. Go check it out. Try out the free demo. See if you can feel the energy. If you can feel the energy, then sign up for a membership, and then you can get this energy broadcasted to you for less than $1 a day. Okay, it's less than $1 a day. I think it's something like 78 cents a day for getting this. Actually, less than that. Let me calculate. What's 297 divided by 365? Let me calculate it. So if you get the 1 year, it's actually cheaper, right? If you sign up for a whole year, you get a discount. Can you somebody figure it out for me? I can't. This is a new pad. I don't know how to use it. Excuse me. It doesn't even have a calculator on here. Okay, here we go. So, what is it? 227 divided by 365. So it's like 81 cents a day. That's how much. Not use the Qi, use the Qi, QI. So 81 cents a day. That's as low as it can get if you get the 1 year. So, I mean, everybody can afford it. So that's how I designed it. I designed it so that everybody home wants to transform their life, experience Qi energy. They can do it for 81 cents a day. Everybody can afford that. Okay, so that's the third thing. And then fourth thing, also coming up, is I'm going to start a coaching program soon. And for specifically people who are suffering from ulcerative colitis, IBS, Crohn's disease, any chronic digestive condition, because I personally was able to heal myself in 90 days. And there is no cure for this. And I know there's so many people right now suffering from this. They're trying everything and they're not getting any, lasting and effective results. And then their life is debilitated. They have to go to the bathroom 20 to 30 times a day. And they have brain fog and mind fog. They can't focus. And you have low energy, chronic fatigue because you're losing blood every day. So if that's you, give me a message and let's talk about the coaching program. We're going to launch it next month. And in the coaching program, I'm going to show you exactly what I did in 12 weeks. And I'm going to guarantee you in that 12 weeks that you're going to be able to receive a significant change in your situation. Because I'm so confident that this works. Because I was able to do it in 90 days. In that 90 days, and that's 12 weeks, I was able to actually even faster than that, but let's just call it 12 weeks, so that so it's more believable, right? I was able to completely transform myself with this technology, with all the things that I talked about today. And now we have better technology now than what I had 3 or 4 years ago when I healed myself. So if I did it in 90 days then, you'll probably do it even faster than that now, because our technologies have improved and we have added many new technologies as well to the roster, to our toolkit, such as Qi AI and so on. So if you know anybody who is suffering from that, get them in touch with me, and we're going to have this coaching program. There's nothing right now on the internet or anywhere, even the experts on ulcerative colitis or any of these things, they don't have the answer either. They'll just tell you, okay, here's how you restrict your diet, here's how you put suppositories up your ass, right? Here's how you eat better, here's how you reduce your stress. That's it. They don't have anything that has this permanent solution. I may be the only person that does. Okay? So if you know anybody, make sure you tell them to get in contact with me. And then talk about getting into my coaching program. Because the first few people, that's going to be like a pilot group. And then those people will have a significantly reduced fee, because there's just the first group of people that are going to work with me one-on-one in a class, so that we can help them overcome that situation. Preeti is asking, what about type 2 diabetes and chronic inflammation? How is it different from an earthing mat? Will it regrow your hairs? Okay, let's answer that one thing at a time. I don't have diabetes, so I don't know. But ulcerative colitis is chronic inflammation of the colon. So I was able to address that issue and get rid of that. So it could help with other types of chronic inflammation, but this coaching program is specifically for those things that I was able to heal myself from. But if they want to get in the program because they just simply want to learn about chronic inflammation, then they can do that too. How is this different from an earthing mat? An earthing mat is just grounding your extra static electricity that's in your body, which is great. So, but I don't need grounding mats, because what I do is I use electromagnetic field. And a grounding mat will basically kind of help you get rid of that extra static and electricity in your body, help you to ground your energy more. And that's great, but that's just it's great, but then what we have is basically it's transformative. It's I would say it's 100 times more powerful than just a simple grounding mat. Will it regrow your hairs? Obviously, I can't tell you it's going to regrow your hairs. I can't guarantee that, but it will. What it's done for me is actually I did regrow my hair with the technology. I had a bald spot in the back of my head about 2.5 inches big, and after using the technology, it took me about 3 or 4 months to grow all my hair back. So, but I'm not. We do have frequencies for hair growth and stuff like that, and people have used it for that. But it's not something that I can guarantee is going to work, because everybody's different. But it will probably help you to increase blood circulation to places where there usually aren't blood circulation, because that's usually why people go bald, because they don't get blood circulation to their scalp. So it may help you with that, okay? But I can't guarantee it. Preeti, if you want to be part of the pilot coaching program. Yeah, so what you do is you go to, if you're interested in a coaching program, once again, go to usetheqi.com and then go and book a free consultation with Boris. There's a link on usetheqi.com. Go to book a free consultation, talk to Boris, get yourself on the list, and see if you're qualified, because not everybody's going to be able to join. We're going to be filtering people out for that program, obviously. So make the application, go to usetheqi.com, tell your friends to go there, do the consultation, and specifically ask about the coaching program for colitis and for digestion and for Crohn's disease and IBS. Okay, Tony says, I almost bought Tesla, and then I remember you had the Qi Coil products that do same. I follow your Wing Chun and YouTube along with others. Is the frequency for martial arts improvement? Yeah, absolutely. You can learn faster with the frequencies. You'll feel more chi energy, so you'll feel more resilient, and you'll actually be stronger in martial arts. Are there finance options? Yes, there is finance options. You can either use the Klarna checkout option on our website, or you can talk to Boris. Again, go to usetheqi.com to schedule a consultation for free, and we talk about how they help you finance it. Okay. Dementia. We have frequencies for dementia, and what's happened with people that use that, they feel more calmer. So they feel more calmer. They feel more focused, and we do have frequencies for brain wellness as well. And there's actually a new product that we're launching this week. I don't want to overwhelm you, but just a quick look. It's called the Brain Tap, and this company, in combination with our stuff, is they have dementia. They have actually done research on dementia. So if you want to learn about that, send us a message. We'll give you some information. Watch out for Brain Tap. We're going to be releasing it in the next couple of days, and they've done studies with dementia patients, and they were able to basically reverse a lot of that stuff. Okay, Elizabeth. So make sure you check that out, because this is invented by a neuroscientist, which partnered with me now, and you can learn about that next couple of days. So just watch out for that on your email. Jan says, "Thank you. Will there be coaching for other disorders such as chronic pain?" Just make the application. See, go to the application. Chronic pain. We do have a lot of customers with chronic pain that have used our coils successfully. So we could possibly do it, but right now I really want to focus on the what I was able to heal myself. Chronic pain. It does help with chronic pain. So go ahead and make the application. Go to usetheqi.com. Tell us about your condition, and you're interested in a coaching program, and then we can talk about it. Will this improve your meditations? I can say absolutely 100% it's going to improve your meditations. Hotspot Tea, best purchase I ever made. Great, awesome. Hey. Can you tell me the website again? It is usetheqi.com. Is there a more specific way to use this energy to heal our bodies from an ailment? Yes. So we have our app called the Rife app. So the Rife app has 10,000 different frequencies on it for specific ailments. So you can use those frequencies with our Qi Coils, and you can target specific things for yourself. So there's a lot of questions coming in. I'm over time right now. I am over time. Okay, so I'm gonna be on TikTok a little bit more than I used to. Thanks guys for the roses and all the hearts and gifts. So make sure you tell people and share our videos to your friends on TikTok. We want to grow this channel to 100,000 subscribers. Right now we're at we're about 60,000, 57 I think. So we want to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Okay, that's the goal. So we have like 3 weeks to do it. So please help this channel grow. Share these videos. You're welcome to do duets with the videos that we have on this channel, on this TikTok. Make sure you comment, because every time you comment on a video, it's going to tell the TikTok algorithm that it's a good video, and then it's going to show it to more people. So make sure you like it. Go through all the videos, like all the videos, comment on them, and share it with your friends. Do duets with them, and so that we can get this, healing technology out to the world, which is my passion and my goal in life, is to help others follow my footsteps, heal themselves, but self-heal without using pills, without using surgery, without using any invasive methods, and naturally heal their body, even from an incurable disease like the one I had, and then being able to not just go from sick to normal, but to go from normal to superhuman, because that's what I've done. I've been able to help myself, launch myself up to superhuman status. And that's how I feel every day. I have superhuman healing ability now, super recovery, super brain, super intelligence, super intuition, super productivity. I have all that right now. And I want you to have that too. I want you to be able to do that in your life so that you can achieve your life purpose, right? We don't want to be living life just suffering and just surviving. We want to be thriving. We want to be making a difference, right? So I want to see you make a difference. I want to see you helping other people's lives and changing them as well. So let's build this community. If you're not on our Discord, make sure you go to Discord. Once again, all the links are on usetheqi.com. Just click on our Discord. I'm on there once a day. You can meet other people who are a part of this community. I want you to share your story. If you're using our products right now, I want you to share your story. Maybe even daily. You can say, hey, I'm using this frequency. I'm using this. And then this is what happened. And this really helped me with this and this. So that we can build that community. We can build that conversation with each other. And everybody will feel uplifted and hope, because that's what people need these days. These days, everybody needs hope. But we give people more than hope, because we give people an actual solution. We can lift them up from the darkest time in their lives, right? We can lift them up. We can reach out and lift them up from them. Just from using our free frequencies. You can download our free frequencies, send them the link, let them download it, share our videos, lift them up from whatever darkness that they are having in their lives right now, so that they can go back to normal, and then go from normal to superhuman. And that's my goal. Okay, so thanks for joining me today, and I hope to be talking to you real soon. And just make sure you get on the Discord so that we can keep in touch. I'm going to be posting my days that I'm going to be, and days and location when I'm going to be in California. So if you want to meet up, just get on Discord so you know firsthand what's happening. Okay? Okay. So can you guys do all that to help me out? If you can, great. Okay, let's grow this community together. Let's get more people involved. Let's get more people in our Discord. Let's get more people following this channel. Let's get this technology out to more people. Send out more free frequencies. More people using Qi Coil, Qi Energy AI, and then transform the world together. Okay, so use the Qi and prosper. Have a good night.